What is West Fest?
We got a Facebook.
It's the biggest party
Jenna.
in the city. Jenna, you
According
need to
to
know.
Wes.
Wes
It's going to be humongous. Log on to Facebook and just search Westfest and make sure you know all about the details.
Wes is throwing himself a party tonight at 7:20. And he said that, well, rightfully so, because I had a party last weekend. Granted, it was my birthday party. So he's throwing himself a party tonight called Westfest.
I'm not throwing it for myself.
And he wants...
Oh, please.
The flyer says... The big hook of the night is that you can win a date with Wes. Now, granted, there's a lot of listeners that are probably just ecstatic because they call up all the time and hit on him. So this is your chance.
I loved it how it said releasing Wes into the wilds, and I'm thinking,
Can you release somebody that's already been there for a long time?
I've been a caged man for 10 years.
Yeah, right.
I'm letting loose tonight for Westfest. For the first annual. This is going to be humongous.
How many people are invited?
Oh,
Anyone that will show up.
yes, everybody.
Because
Anyone and everyone.
When you're not sure, you have to invite everyone.
Now, let me ask you a question about your party that you're throwing for yourself tonight called
You
Westfest.
stop saying I'm throwing it for myself.
Well, you kind of are.
you
Let me
are.
ask you a question about this. How do you... Is it going to be like you just pick a girl and go, you're the winner?
I have no idea. I didn't come up with it. Brandon that runs 4 p.m. magazine. He's the one that
Oh
came up
my
with all
God,
this
so you
idea.
found somebody dumber than you to throw a party. Come
He's going to kick
on.
your butt, man.
I hear all about these things. No wonder. So you got the blind leading the blind over there called Westfest.
Jenna, people
You
love,
can't have a contest that you don't know how it's going to work. They don't have
He
a bunch
came
of
up with
girls
all the
walk in for
details.
Miss America and go, boy,
He
we
came
don't
up
really
with all
know.
the details. I'm merely coming there. My name happens to be Wes, but I don't really think the party's about me.
Okay, now you're really lying. After you screamed about your own West Fest all weekend. and all
Allie, tell the
week.
story you were going to say.
Okay, so Jenna, people always want to know the insides here at Kiss FM, like what happens off the air and if we, get along off the air. This is a perfect example of an interaction off the air
Our
at Kiss
answer is
FM.
no, by the way.
No, we don't get along. So somebody walks up to me that works in the building and hands me a sheet of paper that has a commercial on it, and it says something like, "Single ladies, it's West Fest. Come out and meet Wes." Now, I didn't read the paper. I just walked off with it, and as soon as I finally glanced down and looked at what the paper said, I go, "Oh, hell no!" And I go storming across the building. Literally, that's what it sounded like when I realized what the paper said. I go storming across the building to the other side of our building to the person who handed me the commercial. I go, "You're out of your damn mind if you think I'm reading Westfest. I do not represent anything that would have to do with Westfest. I am crazy independent woman who tells Wes he's a pig every day. I am not reading this commercial." So Wes goes, "Come on, Allie, you're a bad employee."
I went right to the GM. I'm like, Allie is
You're a
being
bad
insubordinate and not
employee.
doing her
And I
job.
said, "You are out of your mind if you think I'm reading this commercial."
Dude, I just wanted it more than just her reading the spot. I wanted her to do it just so we'd forever have that audio of her saying that stuff.
So I go, Allie comes running out and goes, "You got to hear this." Tells me this story. I go over to the sales guy, Chris, and I go, "Are you the dumbest?" Never mind. Don't answer that. I already know the answer to that. And he goes, "Well, then I want you to read the copy." And I go, "Absolutely not." I go, "I'll read the copy if I can make it up." And he's like, "Well, what do you mean?" And I'll
That
go,
would be reverse advertising, and 720 would be
"No, it would
completely upset
not."
with you.
I'll go, "Are you a really..."
Don't even do it.
But if
Be
you
nice.
want to know what happens behind the scenes, that's a perfect example of me.
So then Wes goes, "Fine, I'm going to go ask Elizabeth from the other morning show." And
all
she
I hear
goes,
is, "No,
"Are you out of your
no."
damn mind again?"
Wes, Ronnie, and Allie on 103.7 Kiss FM.
Here are the reasons why I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to just get an education. I needed to get a job. I didn't want to learn